Hello and welcome everybody into Mega Gyarados Raid Day. And we've got our first in-person one here. We're going to take it down with a rather small squad for this one. I can't blame them. It's actually the second time Mega Gyarados has been featured in a Pokemon Go Raid Day event. The last time was several years ago and it was broken in Apex, so they extended it to 6 hours. But it seems that this one has actually gone off without a hitch, unlike the previous Raid Day event for the Origins. So let me know in the comments below how it went for you. And we've got Win Me Boost. So the number we're going to be looking for is 2422, 1937 for the non-boosted. And we've got the extra ticket courtesy of Viator12 Randy from the Patreon squad. Thank you so very much for gifting us that paid ticket experience. Gives us more passes, extra rare XL candy, and more XP, which is great. I didn't take the previous Raid Day too seriously, but I've looked and I'm actually not doing too good on the old Mega Energy for Gyarados, and I wouldn't mind myself a nice Shundo, because apparently it's a 1 in 10, but that isn't shiny. It's really bad. Who got the shiny? So there's a double shiny over there, which is glorious to see. But I'm thrilled to say thanks very much to Mark Vollman from Germany. He let me spam into his raid, and we got ourselves our shiny on raid number 3 of the remote. So we are going to remote a few of these, but really awesome to pick that up. It wasn't amazingly good, but it wasn't actually too bad either. Shundo is something we very much like. Our best shiny Gyarados is actually a 96 level 50 jobby from, I think, was it Go Fest or maybe a tour event? I need to double check, but I really should put down Iceburn because obviously Gyarados being a final stage evolution is going to be a pain to catch. So I hope you all had a good day, be it doing the free passes or remoting or going absolutely hardcore for it. There's no backgrounds for these, which is something, as you can see, nice middle finger stat. Jason would be very approving of that, but we do need to get some Mega Energy. In fact, Gyarados is the thing that is my first shiny from 2017 back in April of that year. We got our first Magikarp, that's our first ever shiny, but this is our 96 shiny, which is actually from the Go Fest of 2020. That's been our one that we utilize a lot, but we do have many 100%ers of this one, including, I think it was the mighty one. Yeah, from the wild area. There you go, hundo. Boom. And raid number 2 coming on in. So let's see, 250 Mega Energy, because obviously quick lobbies, not shiny, and 2375. Not good or shiny, but the thing is, when it Mega Evolves, it becomes a dark water type, which is not dissimilar from Mega Sharpedo that's coming next Sunday in another Mega Raid Day. Mega Gyarados is quite a tanky Mega. If you haven't been able to get yourself Primal Kyogre Energy, this isn't the worst option to have, but Mega Sharpedo is very much going to be a much more glass cannon focused Mega. More damage, less bulk. Okay, third check. So we're going to see what we get from the 5 frees. I don't think we have one spare from yesterday. It is not red and it's 2382, but once we get through 2 more raids, then we're very much into the paid ticket stuff. So we'll see if Randy's goodness can bring us anything. Back in 2020, this, or rather Magikarp, had a community day for 6 hours. So we very much grinded the candy and did our best with the XL candy. That was before the Mega revamp back in the day. Thank you everybody who's burning those remotes for the raids in 2371. Not a shiny, but those lovely autumnal trees. Obviously it's the final day of August today, so September, here we come. New season, Kanto reloaded for the 700,000th time on Tuesday. We're ready and sorted for raid number 5 as the final of the free passes. It is not red in 2341. Geez. Now we're into the ticket passes from Randy, so let's see what happens next. To be fair, we did get a shiny on raid number 3 via remotes, and we just got to raid number 6 before the switch over. It ain't red, 2351. That would be a nice 100%er on possibly the Shadow Groudon in a couple of weekends' time. And it's, you know, the standard drill. 30-minute timers, you just basically waddle between the same gyms over and over again. It's a far cry from the raid days of 2018 and 2019, where it was 1 raid per gym for the 3 hours. So you ended up having to walk miles to make the most of 3 hours, or drive. I think my lucky eggs run out, so we're no longer getting 66,000 XP. It ain't a shiny for raid number 7 and 2389. Still need to see 2422, and really Iceburn is very much paying off. Look at that. First ball catch. Come on, there's a few people clearly chasing the Shundo Gary. It ain't red, this one, and 2376. Okay, double check, this is actually raid number 9 right here. So let's see, what are we going to get? Boom, well that is 9 in person, might I add, so 2349. Gotta be honest, even when Mega Gyarados first came out, I didn't chase the Mega Energy. Okay, time for lucky raid number 10 in person, 225 on the energy. It ain't red, unlike, I can't forget exactly which raid day it was where we got it bang on the 1 in 10. I gotta say that Iceburn, as I said, really is doing its business. We're not here for the candy, we're not here for the regular Gyarados, we're here for that red one. Right, I think just before 3 p.m. we won't be able to snipe into the next one, just ahead of the refresh, but 2378, not going to be particularly good, but we have thankfully found a few more people. Numbers mean faster raids. I did think the interest would dip off fairly quickly, to be honest. Okay, Orange Pass 12 of the whole endeavor. Will it? It isn't red. One more orange pass and then we're on to our own premiums. Realistically, I would like to give 3 hours a bash since I didn't really bother last time with the 6 hours, I think, from memory. I will have the old video linked from up there. We actually got a shiny, I think, on raid number 1. Trying to block out the wind somewhat. So that is raid 13 in person. Come on, 250 energy. It ain't red, unfortunately. So, oh, 2400 finally. 2401. 91%. If we weren't a seasoned player, that would be somewhat of a decent capture. Apologies for the wind noise, but quick remote courtesy of Muscle Man over in, I think it's Wales. Appreciate the invite. It ain't red though. Oh, and it wasn't boosted, so that isn't actually too far off the hundo. Will the green passes bring us in anything? It's not red. No. Whoa, that is bad. Is this the floor? 3XL for the catch though, and it's nearly the floor. Good stuff. Premium passes are really paying off. Finally, after over 2 hours of in-person raids, we have ourselves an in-person red Gyarados of 1904, and it only had no weather boost to be required. Look at that. Obviously now we're looking for 1937 as the magic number, so I think remotes might be the way that we need to go. It's great to get one in person. It really is. It's a little way off the hundo CP, and obviously we're chasing perfection, but we'll definitely take a nice shiny. Maybe we can trade it to somebody. Kind of slap bang in the middle of the IVs for raids. While we're lobbing up for another raid, of course, I would love to say a big thanks to every single person who's part of the immensely awesome Patreon squad. The peeps who take the support to the next level via that platform. It really does contribute a massive amount to this channel, meaning that we can push the content to new heights and lengths with crazy challenges, travel for events, and much more. So really, real appreciation for every single one of you on the rolling credits in these videos. Well, we've got about half an hour left, so this is the final rotation, although this is technically from before 4:30. Thank you, honestly, so much anybody who's jumping in via remotes for this, because it's really helping. I'm the only person in person here today, right now. So, it's not a shiny, and it's 1886. Honestly, the IV spread today has been awful. We had one weather boosted one that scraped over 2400, and non-boosted is still dishing out the trash. So yeah, first ball catch, that's pretty dead, but it's refreshed, so we're gonna jump straight back in. And we're here with our final raid that actually turned out to be a trio. Shout out to Max Ruboy from the Patreon squad and Tony TM, who you saw we weren't lucky friends with, been jumping quite a few of our raids. Appreciate you guys and anybody else who's been jumping in. I did see that we just got 23,000 XP, which is, the bonuses should extend until 10 PM. So I don't know why I'm getting less XP. Have the ticket, have all that sort of stuff still going. So strange, but we've reached the max energy once again, having Mega Evolved and a fresh Gyarados, and it isn't shiny. An 1886 to finish up. So quick search string shows 35 in-person raids done and 2 shinies, so we're a little under the ratio of what's supposedly a 1 in 10. The weather boosts were not kind to us, so only in the last hour did we pull in some actual shinies, but of course, adding in 7 remotes from that, and our third raid, of course, Mark Volman with the weather boosted one from Germany. So out of 43 raids, 3 shinies, again, a little bit under the ratio, but I am going to do some remotes with my coins that I got available while we edit these clips, so let's head back inside and conclude properly in a moment. But most importantly, let me know how your raid day was, because there were more people out here than I actually expected. A lot of the local crew did the raid day back in 22, I believe it was, with a 6-hour session. A lot of people catching up on the Gyarados with a better shiny ratio, so hopefully you got the nice red one. Just for the sake of the video, this is what shiny level 50 Mega Gyarados would look like if you were aiming to get it. So there you go, fantastic red dragony fish even though it's actually a dark water type. That's what it looks like. Level 50, that is 96%, so obviously it will go a little bit higher than that if it is boosted by 100% IV. And we're now here on our final remote raid, so we've maxed out full 20 remotes, making a total of 55 done today. Obviously we've maxed out on the Mega Energy, and it ain't a shiny one to finish up the 1900 on the nose. What we did get from another 12 remotes was a back-to-back shiny. This one came from Sue and the New Jersey crew, which is awesome, and then a back-to-backer, 1 CP worse. Nothing particularly spectacular in terms of those last, what was it like, actually 11 remotes I think it ended up being. So 55 raids, and I think that brings it to a total of 5 shinies, which is just about bang on. So it evened itself out in the end. 3 from remotes, 2 from in-person. Remotes work better for us, but let me know, how did it go for you? And if you enjoyed what you saw here on this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below and sticking with me for future Pokemon Go content as we enter Tales of Transformation and a brand new month of awesome stuff. And don't forget, of course, there's plenty for you to continue enjoying and watching here on the channel. I'd highly recommend the video that's somewhere over on this side of the screen. But I will say, until the next time, until we get to the damn Kanto returning celebration event on Tuesday, I will say, do take care.